Yeah, I'm just putting it on YouTube and then he can start.
Yeah.
I have the Gita verses where even the Pratipadartha and the meaning is there. Nana, should we share that screen or the one that...
This is good. This will make it
because
easy for the chanter.
correct, but not everyone can follow this.
Okay. Oh, then you go to the other one.
Maybe from tomorrow we'll go there. I think now we'll get started with this. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because only 4 of us are there, or 3 of us are there. I will just mute everyone 1 second, and then you can unmute yourself, Bela and Nana. Yeah, go ahead and unmute yourselves.
ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं चैव ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. Belaji, you can start.
ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। श्रीमद् भगवद गीता प्रथमोऽध्यायः। धृतराष्ट्र उवाच धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे समवेतायुयुत्सवः मामका पाण्डवाश्चैव किं कुर्वत संजय। संजय उवाच दृष्ट्वा तु पाण्डवानीकं व्यूढं दुर्योधनस्तदा आचार्यमुपसंगम्य राजा वचनमब्रवीत् पश्येतां पाण्डुपुत्राणाम् आचार्य महतीं चमुं व्यूढां द्रुपदपुत्रेण तव शिष्येण धीमता अत्र शूरा महेश्वासा भीमार्जुन समायुधि युयुधानो विराटस्य द्रुपदस्य महारथः दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्त उत्तमौजाश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः अस्माकं तु विशिष्टाये तान्निबोधद्विजोत्तम नायका मम सैन्यस्य संज्ञार्थं तान् ब्रवीमि ते भवान् भीष्मश्च कर्णश्च कृपश्च समितिञ्जयः अश्वत्थामा विकर्णश्च सौमदत्तिस्तथैव च अन्ये च बहवः शूरा मदर्थे त्यक्तजीविताः नानाशस्त्रप्रहरणाः सर्वे युद्धविशारदाः अपर्याप्तं तदस्माकं बलं भीष्माभिरक्षितम् पर्याप्तं त्विदमेतेषां बलं भीमाभिरक्षितम् अयनेषु च सर्वेषु यथा भागमवस्थिताः भीष्ममेवाभिरक्षन्तु भवन्तः सर्व एव हि तस्य सञ्जनयन् हर्षं कुरु वृद्धः पितामहः सिंहनादं विनद्योच्चैः शङ्खं दद्मौ प्रतापवान् ततः शङ्खाश्च भैर्यश्च पणवानकगोमुखाः सहसैवाभ्यहन्यन्त स शब्दस्तु मुलोऽभवत् ततः श्वेतैर्हरैर्युक्ते महति स्यन्दने स्थितौ माधवः पाण्डवश्चैव दिव्यौ शङ्खौ प्रदद्मतुः पाञ्चजन्यं ऋषिकेशो देवदत्तं धनञ्जयः पौण्ड्रुं दद्मौ महाशङ्खं भीमकर्मावृकोदरः अनन्तविजयं राजा कुन्तिपुत्रो युधिष्ठिरः नकुलः सहदेवश्च सुघोषमणिपुष्पकौ काश्यश्च परमेश्वासः शिखण्डी च महारथः दृष्टद्युम्नो विराटश्च सात्यकिश्चापराजितः द्रुपदो द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्वश पृथिवीपते सौभद्रश्च महाबाहुः शङ्खाद्मन्मु पृथक् पृथक् क्षम्यतां सौभद्रश्च महाबाहुः शङ्खादद्मु पृथक् पृथक् सघोषो धातराष्ट्राणां हृदयानि व्यदारयत् नभश्च पृथिवीं चैव तुमुलो व्यनुनादयन् अथ व्यवस्थितान् दृष्ट्वा धार्तराष्ट्रन् कपिध्वजः प्रवृत्ते शस्त्रसम्पाते धनुरुद्यम्य पाण्डवः ऋषिकेशं तदा वाक्यम् इदमाह महीपते अर्जुन उवाच सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापयमेच्युतः क्षम्यतां सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापयमेच्युत यावदेता निरीक्षेऽहं योद्धुं कामानवस्थितान् कैर्मया सह योद्धव्यम् अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे योत्स्यमानानवेक्षेऽहं य एतेऽत्र समागताः धार्तराष्ट्रस्य दुर्बुद्धेर्युद्धे प्रियचिकीर्षवः सञ्जय उवाच एवमुक्तो ऋषिकेशो गुडाकेशेन भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम् भीष्मद्रोणप्रमुखतः सर्वेषां च महीक्षिताम् उवाच पार्थ पश्यैतान् समवेतान् कुरुनिति तत्रापश्यत् स्थितान् पार्थः पितॄन्नथ पितामहान् आचार्यान् मातुलान् भ्रातृपुत्रान् पौत्रान् सखींस्तथा श्वशुरान् सुहृदश्चैव सेनयोरुभयोरपि तान् समीक्ष्य स कौन्तेयः सर्वान् बन्धूनवस्थितान् कृपया परयाविष्टो विषीनन्दन्ने दमब्रवीत। अर्जुन उवाच दृष्ट्वेमं स्वजनं कृष्ण युयुत्सुं समुपस्थितं सीदन्ति मम गात्राणि मुखं च परिशुष्यति वेपथुश्च शरीरे मे रोमहर्षश्च जायते गाण्डीवं स्रंसते हस्तात् त्वैक्यैव परिदर्रते न च शक्नोम्यवस्थातुं भ्रमतीव च मे मनः निमित्तानि च पश्यामि विपरीतानि केशव न च श्रेयो अनुपश्यामि हत्वा स्वजनमाहवे न काङ्क्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च किं नो राजेन गोविन्द किं भोगैर्जीवितेन वा येषामर्थे काङ्क्षितं नो राज्यं भोगा सुखानि च त इमे अवस्थिता युद्धे प्राणान् त्यक्त्वा धनानि च आचार्या पितरः पुत्रा तथैव च पितामहाः मातुला श्वशुरा पौत्राः श्यालाः सबन्धिनस्तथा एतान् हन्तुम् इच्छामि घ्नतोऽपि मधुसूदन अपि त्रैलोक्यराज्यस्य हेतो किं नु महि कृते निहत्य धातराष्ट्रान्न का प्रीति स्यार्जनार्दन पापमेवाश्रयेदस्मान् हन्तैत्वानाततायिनः तस्मान्नार्हा वयं हन्तुं धार्तराष्ट्रान् स्वबान्धवान् स्वजनं हि कथं हत्वा सुखिन स्याम माधव यद्यप्येतेन पश्यन्ति लोभोपहत चेतसः कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोहे च पातकम् कथं न ज्ञेयमस्माभिः पापादस्मान्निवर्तितुं कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्रपश्यद्भिर्जनार्दन कुलक्षये प्रणश्यन्ति कुलधर्मा सनातनाः धर्मे नष्टे कुलं कृत्स्नम् अधर्मोऽभिभवत्युत अधर्माभिभवात् कृष्ण प्रदुष्यन्ति कुलस्त्रियः स्त्रीषु दुष्टासु वार्ष्णेय जायते वर्णसङ्करः संकरो नरकायैव कुलज्ञानां कुलस्य च पतन्ति पितरो येषां लुप्तपिण्डोदकक्रियाः दोषैरेतैः कुलज्ञानां वर्णसङ्करकारकैः उत्साद्यन्ते जातिधर्माः कुलधर्माश्च शाश्वताः उत्सन्नकुलधर्माणां मनुष्याणां जनार्दन नरके नियतं वासो भवतीत्यनुशुश्रुम अहो बत महात्पापं कर्तुं व्यवसिता वयं यद्राजसुखलोभेन हन्तुं स्वजनमुद्यताः यदि मामप्रतीकारम् अशस्त्रं शस्त्रपाणयः धार्तराष्ट्रारणे हन्युं तन्मे क्षेमतरं भवेत् सञ्जय उवाच एवमुक्त्वार्जुनः सङ्ख्ये रथोपस्थ उपाविशत् विसृज्य सशरं चापं शोकसंविघ्नमानसः ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे अर्जुनविषादयोगो नाम प्रथमोऽध्यायः। अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। सञ्जय उवाच तं तथा कृपयाविष्टम् अश्रुपूर्णाकुलेक्षणम् विषीदन्तमिदं वाक्यम् उवाच मधुसूदनः। श्रीभगवानुवाच कुतस्त्वाकश्मलमिदं विषमे समुपस्थितम् अनार्यजुष्टमस्वर्ग्यम् अकीर्तिकरमर्जुन।
Thank you. Very well chanted.
Nanaji, just give me 2 minutes for
Yeah.
Atma Bodh.
But much better than so many others.
Shall I chant, Nana?
Yes, please. You go up to 20 maybe.
Okay.
15 or 20, leave it to you.
Okay. Om Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Pratasmarami Hridi Samspuradatma Tattvam Satchit Sukham Paramaham Sagatim Turiyam Yat Swapna Jagara Sushuptamaveti Nityam Tad Brahma Nishkalamaham Nacha Bhuta Sanghaha Tapo Bhikshina Papanam Shantanam Vitaraginam Mumukshunam Apekshoyam Atma Bodho Vidhiyate Bodhonyat sadhanebhyo hi sakshan mokshaika sadhanam pakasya vannivajnanam vina moksho na siddhyati avirodhitaya karma na vidyam vinivartayet vidya vidyam nihantyeva tejastimira sanghavat parichinna iva jnanam tannashe sati kevalaha swayam prakashate hyatma megha shumaniva Ajnana-kalusham jivam jnanabhyasadvinirmalam kritva jnanam swayam nashet jalam katakarenuvat samsara-swapnatulyo hi ragadveshadi-sankulaha स्वकाले सत्यवद्भाति प्रबोधे सत्यसद्भवेत् तावत् सत्यं जगद्भाति शुक्तिकारजतं यथा यावन्न ज्ञायते ब्रह्मा सर्वाधिष्ठानमद्वयम् उपादानेऽखिलाधारे जगन्ति परमेश्वरे सर्गस्थितिलयान् यान्ति बुद्बुदानीव वारिणि सच्चिदात्मन्यनुस्यूते नित्ये विष्णौ प्रकल्पिताः व्यक्तयो विविधाः सर्वाः हाटके कटकादिवत् यथाकाशो हृषीकेशो नानोपाधिगतो विभुः तद्भेदाद् भिन्नवद्भाति तन्नाशे केवलो भवेत् नानोपाधिवशादेव जातिवर्णाश्रमादयः आत्मन्यो आत्मन्यारोपितास्तो ये रसवर्णादिभेदवत् पञ्चीकृतमहाभूतं सम्भवं कर्म संगितं शरीरं सुखदुःखानां भोगायतनमुच्यते पञ्चप्राणमनो बुद्धिः दशेन्द्रियसमन्वितम् अपञ्चीकृतभूतोत्थं सूक्ष्माङ्गं भोगसाधनम् अनाद्यविद्यानिर्वाच्य कारणोपाधिरुच्यते उपाधित्रितयादन्यम् आत्मानमवधारयेत् पञ्चकोशादियोगेन तत्तन्मय इव स्थितः शुद्धात्मा नीलवस्त्रादि योगेन स्फटिको यथा वपुस्तुषादिभिः कोशैः युक्तं युक्त्यात्वघाततः आत्मानमन्तरं शुद्धं विविच्यातण्डुलं यथा सदा सर्वगतोऽप्यात्मा न सर्वत्रावभासते बुद्ध्या वेवावभासेत स्वच्छेषु प्रतिबिम्बवत् देहेन्द्रियमनोबुद्धिः प्रकृतिभ्यो विलक्षणम् तद्वृत्तिसाक्षिणं विद्यात् आत्मानं राजवत्सदा व्यापृतेष्विन्द्रियेष्वात्मा व्यापारी वा विवेकिनां दृश्यते भ्रेषु धावत्सु धावन्निव यथा शशी Atma Chaitanyamashritya Dehendriya Manodhiyaha Svakriyartheshu Vartante Surya Lokam Yatha Janaha. Om Tat Sat.
Yeah. Can you please go to the 5th verse?
Anna, before you start the 5th verse, we had a
Yes.
few clarifications.
Okay.
Actually, in the Tattva Bodh, we spoke about the creation speaks of 24. This one, no,
Tattvas.
Chaturvimshati Tattvas. So we had a little. We needed a little bit of clarity as to what are included in these 24. Is it the Saptadasha Kalabhihi Sukshma Shariram, Brahma, Maya, or is it the Panchakosha and the Saptadasha Kalabhihi?
I will answer that. Okay.
That
Another
is one.
question?
The other question was with respect to Atma Bodh only. What was that?
Okay, you think about that. The first one I will answer.
Okay. I
Okay.
forgot. Yeah.
Adha Chaturvimshati Tatvotpatti Prakaram Vakshamaha. That is what was mentioned in the Tattvabodha. Chaturvimshati is 24. Now keep counting. 24 are the Panchapranaha, Panchakarmendriyaha, Panchajnanendriyaha. How many are these?
15.
15. And Panchamahabhutaha,
That is 20.
Manaschekam Buddhischeka evam. This is the Chaturvimshati. These are the 24.
So Brahma
These
and
24.
Maya are not included in this?
Which one?
Brahma and Maya are not included in this?
Maya, see, from out of Maya only, all these 24 have come. Chaturvimshati Tattva Utpatti Prakaram. Tattva Utpatti Prakaram. In order of their Utpatti, in order of their genesis, kind of, how they
Creation.
are evolved. Brahmashraya Sattvarajastamo Gunatmika Maya Asti. From that Trigunatmika Maya, these Chaturvimshati Tattva Utpatti Sambhavati. The Chaturvimshati are the 5 Mahabhutas, 5 Karmendriyas, 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Panchapranas, Manaha Buddhi, 24.
Okay.
Manaha Buddhi is only 22. Mano Buddhi Chitta Antakarnani. That Antakarna, that is 4. Those
Right.
4 plus is 4 times 5. That's all.
Okay.
And that is now your second question.
Actually, Dr. Mara had this question. I don't know whether she's there. Regarding when we keep talking of jnana, Dr. Mara, are you there? She wanted to know what that jnana meant. Like this pakasya vannivat jnanam, vina moksho na siddhyate, jnanam vina, what is that? Kaivalya, natu kaivalyam. Jnana tevatu kaivalyam. So when we keep talking of jnana, what exactly of the scriptural jnana is it meaning? Is it the Brahma, the Mahavakyas? What is it?
Yeah. We'll answer that as we go through this 5th verse onwards.
Okay.
5th verse of the Atma Bodha, yesterday we had covered. We're trying to recapitulate.
There is one more question. When we talk of Jalam Kataka Renuvata, wherein the Jnanam also gets, it kind of dissolve, it disappears, just like how the Kataka Renuvata also gets dissolves after cleaning up the impurities.
Yeah.
So for all these enlightened masters, does it mean that they what knowledge disappears for them? They're all able to give us so much knowledge, like Shankaracharya, Ramana Maharshi, and all of them. So what is that disappears in them, dissolves in them?
Okay. Okay. Your second question first. Second
Yeah.
question is the last question which Dr. Mara was asking. This jnanam, does it go away? Yesterday or day before, we were talking of the aparoksha anubhuti. And I had given an example of Ishwara Chandra Vidyasagar. And the dignitary, British East India Company dignitary, who had beckoned the coolie and who was none other than Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. And to felicitate him, he was going to the Varanasi, that university, who was the founder. The Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was the founder. So this British official was going to meet him for the first time. And after he has given his baggage to him, he went into his car and vanished. Later on in the evening, when he met him on the dais, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar was there. Now, what kind of a jnanam he has got? This British official, what kind of a jnanam he has got? Aparoksha anubhuti. This kind of a jnanam, because of that, he could recognize, oh, that coolie is indeed Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. What a grave mistake I have made. I have made this chief guest of mine in this evening today carry my baggage. What a pity, and etc. That is born out of what? Jnanam?
Jnanam.
That is born out of not simple jnanam, aparoksha jnanam. And that aparoksha jnanam will stay with him forever. But he will not keep on ruminating on that. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar is the coolie. That he will not keep on doing that. So from that point of view, this jnanam has done its purpose. After having done its purpose, it will remain in him forever and forever. And whenever required, he will kind of have recourse to recall that. Whenever next time, after a couple of years, he meets Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. Oh, hello, sir, how are you? Nice meeting you. I'm so sorry. I wanted to express this, earlier itself, but that was not the time and place. On the dais side, I should not have done anything which is untoward. I'm very, very sorry. I beckoned you to carry my baggage. How are you? How is the university going on? All this will happen. So whenever required, that will be recalled. Till then, he will not gloat over that. That jnanam.
As though the jnanam settles down. It is
correct.
Yeah.
Krutva jnanam swayam nashyet jalam katakarenavat. Unless you want the katakarenu to keep on cleansing another pot of water, it has no other purpose. It will cleanse another pot of water, certainly. Okay? Now, yeah. Balaji, can you go to the sloka? Yeah. Sloka, yeah. Ajnana kalusham jivam, jnanabhyasat vinirmalam, krutva jnanam swayam nashyet, jalam katakarenavat. Swayam nashyet means it will be dormant. It has no other purpose. After it has done its job, it does not gloat over that. Okay? There is, see, this jnanam has given him what? Jnanam has given him to know who indeed he is, that person. And after the purpose of the jnanam is served completely, the jnanam will remain with him, that's all. Not that he is always cognizant of that jnanam. Not necessary. When he has known who he is, that's it. And he does not forget who he is. He has recognized who he is, and that recognition is for all times to come. But the Jnanam only has made him recognize, and the Jnanam will not keep on surfacing to tell him, hey, you are indeed that, you are not these matter envelopments. It does not keep on reminding him as to who he is. Jnanam has done its job once, that is over. It is like cooking. Cooking, when you put something on the fireplace, after the cooking is over, the fire has done its job. It has no other purpose. Fire may be there for cooking yet another thing. Like that, this jnanam will certainly be there for making you and I jnanis. But for the jnani already, it has no other purpose. That is the meaning of swayam nashyet. It will be dormant. It does not have any other purpose. Ajnana kalusham jivam. Ajnanena kalusham jivam. He has become very impure. Ajnana kalusham jivam. How do you know that he is ajnana kalusham? Because he doesn't know who he is. The Shastra says, Tattvamasi, and he has no way to know that he is that Tat. He is unable to appreciate that. That's what we have picked up in the Tattva Bodha. Aman aham jivan muktaha kaha. There are two meanings for the Shastra Vakya. One is the Vachyardha, another is the Lakshyardha. Lakshyardha Rupena. And as long as you keep on hanging on to the Vachyardha, you are Ajnana Kalusham Jivam. Natu Parameshwaram. Jnanabhyasat vinirmalam. Jnanabhyasat, you will appreciate the implied meaning of that Tat Padartha. Tat Padartha, implied meaning is what? Aham. Aham. Ishvaraha. Which way you are Ishvara? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Rupena. Aham Ishvaraha. Abhinna Ishvaraha. I am not other than Ishvara. I am one and the same as Ishvara is. Krutva Jnanam Swayam Nashyet Jalam Kataka Renuvat. Okay? Now, next verse, please. Samsara swapnatulyo hi ragadveshadi sankulaha swakale satyavad bhati prabodhe sati asad bhavet. Samsaraha. Samsaraha is what? The janana marana prabaha. Samsara is not just limited to this births, your grihasthashramam and things like that. It is for so many janmas you have taken birth in so many different forms. You do not know them. And in this birth, you have taken the Manusha Janma. That is how you are able to understand the Tattva Bodha, Atma Bodha, the Gita, etc. All these things. Samsaraha, that samsara is not just limited to this Janma. It is the Janana Marana Pravaha. Like it is mentioned in the Acharya's another text, Bhajagovindam. That is what Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Janani Jatare Shayanam, Iha Samsare Bahudustare, Krupaya Pare, Pahi Murare, Bhajagovindam, Bhajagovindam. That Janana Marana Pravaha, Punaha Api Jananam, again taking birth, Punaha Api Maranam, again ending your pursuit in this life. Punarapi maranam, punaha api marananantaram, anya dehantara praptihi. You will gain another deha. Punarapi janam, again. Iha samsare bahudustare, krupaya pare, pahi murare. Please lift me from this mire of samsara. janana marana pravaha. Samsara swapna tulyo hi. This dream state is a wonderful gift given by Bhagavan to us. What a lovely state. In the dream state, do you recognize, do you really remember who you are? You are Dr. Mara, and you have gone to sleep. You are dreaming, and in the dream state, do you recognize that you are Dr. Mara? You do not know. If you recognize, you will not be dreaming. You are in yet another world, and that another world is created by you. Who is that you? Sukshma Shariradhimani Atma Taijasa iti uchyate Tatvabodha. Don't forget whatever lessons you have picked up thus far. You keep on recollecting those, and when an occasion comes like this, you try to replay them. That is how to remember. And you are the Taijasa, and with your brilliance, you keep on projecting your own world as you please. As you please. And after you have projected that world, supposing you wake up, when you have woken up, that projection, that world that you have projected, what has happened to that? Is that real? Does it have any substance? What all you have seen, good and bad you have seen, do you give any credence to that? Do you keep on worrying about that? Or do you keep on rejoicing about the happy sequences in the dream? None of those. You will simply get on with your waking world activities, stopping worrying about what happened in the dream. So too, in the Jagrata Avastha, whatever you are witnessing, you are witnessing a lot of things, and you are kind of a karta for most of the things. And all these things you are aware of. This is a longer dream compared to the dream state you have enjoyed and suffered in the night. This is a longer dream, but you are not prepared to accept that because ajnana kalusham jivam. Drudhanischyavan. Aham ahankaraha iti drudhanischyavan. Aham sthola shariraha. Aham sukshma shariraha. Aham manaha. Aham vidwan. Okay, all these things are the notions that we carry, and those are very, very strong because ajnana kalusham jivam. Samsara swapna tulyo hi. It is tulyo hi means it is kind of equivalent to that. The samsara is equivalent to the swapna jagat. Raga dvesha di sankulaha. It is fettered. It is chained by raga, dvesha, adi, etc. Adi means beginning with raga, dvesha. And what else? Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, all these things. And because of that, you have some friends, you have some enemies, you have some ishta purushas, ishta stris, and dvesha yogya purushas, dvesha yogya stris. And you have a family which you would like to protect, and the neighbor's family is not your family at all. And your love for your family stops within the four walls of your house. And when you go out, you don't even care to smile at the neighbor's children. Is it not? Raga dvesha di sankulaha. You have raga for your children and wife. You don't have anything like that for the neighbor's children and the spouse of the neighbors. Nothing. Not that you have dvesha, no raga. Your raga, your ability to love stops within the four walls of your house. What a limited being you are. What a parichinna jiva. What a jiva who is supposed to be anantaha, ishvaraha, aparichinnaha, sarvavyapi, sarvantaryami, Sarva Antarayami. You are supposed to be the one person who is in everyone. When that Sarvantaryami does not appreciate that you have the capacity to love the neighbor's children, what kind of a person are you? You are Ragadveshadi Sankulaha. Swakale Satyavad Bhati. What is that Satyavad Bhati? Samsaraha Satyavad Bhati. Swakale, in its own period of time, as long as the ajnana lasts. Swakale means as long as the ajnana lasts. Satyavad bhati. It appears as though it is real. Which is real? The samsaraha. Prabodhe sati. Prabodhe sati. When you have gained the knowledge of who you are. Like the earlier verse. Ajnana kalusham jivam. Jnanabhyasat vinirmalam. That jnanabhyasat is equivalent to this prabodha. Prabodhe sati asat bhavet. The samsara can be negated as asat. Like even shesha srungaha. Like even the horns of the rabbit. Horns of the rabbit, you have no doubt at all that they are not there. Whereas you have the firm conviction that you are the asami in the samsara, you are the gruhastha, you are the head of your samsara, and you have to take care of this very nicely. You should lift up the fortunes of all the members of your family. That is samsara. That swapnatulyo hi ragadveshadi sankulaha. Swakale in its own period of time, ajnana kale, satyavad bhati. It appears as though it is real. Prabodhe sati, jnana samprapti samaye, prabodhe, asat bhavet. It can be negated. It can be totally negated. Okay? Unreal. Not only midya, unreal. See that. Acharya is saying, asat bhavet, not midya bhavet, asat bhavet. And when you have woken up to that reality, you may still be in the samsara, but you will look at the characters in your samsara as though you are seeing Paramatma. When you are seeing Paramatma, where are the members of your samsara? Everywhere you are seeing Paramatma. Everywhere you are seeing Ishvara. Everywhere Kittaya. Where is another person for you? You are Kittaya. Everything else you see is Kittaya. What else do you want? That Prabodhe Sati Asad Bhavet. Can we go to the next verse, please?
But the paradox of our life,
That's
you
correct.
know this as the backdrop, that this is all unreal.
Correct.
But we will have to live life in this unreal world or this mithya world. Isn't it? You cannot not act, you cannot not work. You have to continue to work, knowing that it is a dream.
That is true. But whenever the opportunity arises, when you can live up to that reality of the unreal, that is when you can progress. If you can wake up to the reality of the unreal thing, which is samsara, then you will tend to love the children of your neighbor as well as you loved yourself, your children. That is how sarvabhutastam atmanam sarvabhutani cha atmani ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshinaha. Sarvatra, at all times, in all places, in all beings, samadarshinaha. That samavastu darshinaha, kittaya darshinaha. Everywhere you will have that bhavana. At least abhyasam we must do whenever the opportunity presents itself to us. That is how we can progress. Yeah. Tavat satyam jagat bhati. Okay?
Thank you, Nana.
Yeah. Tavat satyam jagat bhati. Shuktika rajatam yatha. Yavanna jnayate brahma. Sarva adhishtanam advayam. Sarva adhishtanam. It is the support of all. Sarva Adhishtanam Advayam, and it is without a second. That is the only one which is the Adhishtanam for everything. Everything that you know, everything that you can cognize, everything that you do not know also. In the Jagat, there are a lot of things you do not know, but that is a part of the Jagat. Jagat includes what all? Jagat includes all the worlds you see, all the planetary systems, okay? All the planetary systems, so many galaxies that scientists have picked up through their radio telescopes, all those things you are seeing through Google and other things. Okay, the technology explosion has given you the vastness of the Jagat, and it is not just limited to that. When you go to bed, you keep on having your own projections of your Swapna Jagat. That is also part of the Jagat. And in your waking world, you got a naughty problem. You keep on thinking about that using your antakarna, mano, buddhi, chitta, antakarnas. And that you create a lot of things. That is also part of the Jagat. Jagat is not limited to what you see with your jnanendriyas and recognize with your mind and intellect. What you are capable of extrapolating with the knowledge base you have got, that also forms part of the Jagat. In fact, what you can cognize, what you can extrapolate, what you can have a kind of a hypothesis. Like Einstein said, there are places in the universe which, like the black holes, they attract even light. The black holes in the universe, which is proven to be correct by the radio telescopes, by the family of scientists, they have confirmed that the black holes exist in the universe. And what happens there? Supposing some light of a sun or some other star is very near to that light is absorbed by that black hole. It has the capacity to absorb even light, the photons of light, the waves of light, and that remains as it is. In the Gita, there are places where Bhagavan has said, Tamasaha paramuchyate, Jyotishamapi jyotihi, Tamasaha paramuchyate. Amongst the luminous ones, Jyotishamapi tat jyotihi, for that luminosity, this is the reason. I am the reason. Jyotishamapi tad jyotihi, Tamasaha paramuchyate. That Tamasaha, I'm beginning to wonder whether Bhagavan has meant that black hole. It is capable of absorbing even light. It is capable of diverting the light rays from the nearby stars and the sun families, etc., into it. With the result, they look as though they are different. The stars and the families of the suns, they are looking as though they are different. That's what the scientists have picked up. Bhagavan says, Tamasaha paramuchyate. It is beyond even tamas. Why does he have to mention that Jyotishamapi tad jyotihi is adequate? Tamasaha paramuchyate also he has mentioned. It is other than the tamas. Maybe the black hole he had mentioned. Tamasaha paramuchyate. All these things you may debate. Why this was not shown? This black hole was not shown by Paramatma in the Vishwarupa Darshana. Because anything that will be shown will be to the audience. Okay? To the spectator or audience. The spectator of the Vishwarupa is who? Arjuna. What is his knowledge base? Those days, he had no knowledge of the black holes and things like that. Neither did he have any knowledge that the stars are indeed like the suns. Neither did he have knowledge that there are galaxies. And the sun is a very small fragment of our Milky Way galaxy. None of these things he knew. He is a prince, a dharmic prince, a person of the Vedic times. He knew a lot, but the lot is limited. And to such a person, Bhagavan had to show. And when he's shown, he has to limit it to address the knowledge base of the viewer. That is how you will have to answer. Tavat satyam jagad bhati, shuktika rajatam yatha. Shuktika is what? Shuktika rajatam yatha. Rajatam means silver. Okay. Shuktika means the oyster shell. The oyster shell, it looks very lustrous, especially when sunlight falls on that. It looks very, very brilliant, very lustrous, absolutely like a plate of silver. Shuktika rajatam yatha, like in the oyster shell, which is the cause for the manufacture of pearls. The pearls, it is the oyster shell which will hold. I believe it will be waiting for the raindrop, this oyster shell. And when the drop of rain, the first rain of the monsoon comes, it will take just one drop and close the shell. And it will be kind of incubating or so, whatever. And then the result finally, after some time, is the pearl. Mutyam, the pearl. And after that, you and I, you collect the pearl and the shukti, the oyster shell will remain as it is, but it shines as though it is a plate of silver. Shuktika rajatam yadha, tavat satyam jagat bhati. As long as jagat shines as though real, tavat satyam jagat bhati, shuktika rajatam yatha. Is not the oyster shell bhati shining as though it is a plate of silver? It is. And you have to really know it is not when you go near it, and then you will say, oh, this is only this fellow. This has made me highly deluded. This is not a plate of silver. I came running to collect it. What a foolish person I am. That kind of a thing you will come to realize when you have realized the reality of the Shuktika. And the unreality of the Rajata vanishes. Tavat Satyam Jagat Bhati. As long as Jagat shines as though real, Shuktika Rajatam Yadha, Yavan Nagyayate Brahma, Sarva Adhishtanam Advayam. As long as you do not know Brahma, which is the Sarva Adhishtanam, which is Ekam. Advayam is Ekam. Ekam Sat. Vipra Bahudha Vadanti. The one truth, different pandits. Vipraha means different pandits, different people who know the Atma Tattvam. They describe it in different ways. But the ways may be different, but the truth that is being presented to you is the same. Their intention was to present the truth unadulterated. Shuktika rajatam yatha yavan nagyayate brahma sarva adhishtanam advayam. Then this jagat, how can you knock it off? Only when you realize Brahma. Only when you realize Brahma. Hey, keep that there. Keep that there. I think we will stop with that one verse only here today. Tavat satyam jagat bhati shuktika rajatam yadha yavan nagyayate Brahma sarva adhishtanam advayam. To my mind, you can interchange the tavat and yavat also. Yavat satyam jagat bhati shuktika rajatam yadha tavan nagyayate Brahma sarva adhishtanam advayam. As long as you think jagat is real and you keep on swimming in that sapna samsara swapna tulyo hi ragadveshadi sankulaha, earlier verse. Swakale satyavad bhati prabodhe sati asad bhavet. The prabodha, it does not happen. Tavat Nagyayate Brahma. Till that Prabodha happens, you will not know Brahma at all. Sarva adhishtanam advayam, that which is the support of everything. Like even the rope is the support of your snake. The rope, you have not known that it is rope, and you have superimposed your knowledge of the snake on the rope and got frightened. Your midja snake owes its existence to the adhishtanam, which is the rope. Is it not? The rope is the adhishtanam for even your misapprehension and thinking it is the snake and getting frightened. So sarva adhishtanam advayam, the rope, that's all. Nothing else has given you the impression that it is the snake. It is only the rope that has given you that impression. Ajnana kale prabodhe sati asad bhavet. I think we'll stop here. You people don't worry that I'm covering only 1 or 2 verses, etc. Once in a while, when the subject matter is kind of very profound, it's likely that we will need a little more time to dwell on that. Doesn't matter. Okay? We will do justice this Atma Bodha and also to our Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. Right? That is the guarantee Kitaya is giving all of us. Right? Don't forget him. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om everybody.
Hari Om. Dhanyavad, Nanaji.
Dhanyavad.